The Whispering Forest. Welcome, dear listener. Tonight, I invite you to journey to a magical world where the stars shimmer like diamonds, and the forest whispers its secrets to those who take the time to listen. This is the story of the Whispering Forest, a tale of wonder, kindness, and the magic of dreams. So, settle in, close your eyes, and let your imagination take flight as we begin. The Little Wanderer. Once upon a time, in a quiet little village nestled at the edge of a vast and mysterious forest, lived a young girl named Aria. Aria was no ordinary child. She had a curious heart and a mind full of dreams. While other children played by the river or helped their parents in the fields, Aria spent her days drawing pictures of places she had never seen and listening to the wind as it danced through the trees. One evening, as the golden sun dipped below the horizon and painted the sky in shades of pink and orange, Aria heard a soft, melodic sound. It was faint, like the hum of a distant lullaby. She looked toward the forest, her heart fluttering with excitement and a hint of fear. The villagers spoke of the forest as a place of mystery, where only the brave dared to wander. But to Aria, it was a place of endless possibilities. With a small lantern in hand and her faithful cat, Miko, trotting by her side, Aria took her first steps into the forest. The air was cool and smelled of pine and wildflowers. As she ventured deeper, the soft hum grew louder, and she realized it was not just one sound, but many, a symphony of whispers, as if the trees themselves were singing. The magical encounter. The deeper Aria went, the more enchanting the forest became. Fireflies danced like tiny stars, and the moonlight filtered through the canopy, casting silvery patterns on the forest floor. Miko purred contentedly, his green eyes glowing in the dark. Then, she saw it. In a clearing bathed in moonlight stood a massive, ancient tree with silver bark and golden leaves that seemed to shimmer with their own light. At the base of the tree was a small door, just big enough for Aria to crawl through. As she approached, the door creaked open, and out stepped a tiny, glowing creature. It was a forest sprite, no taller than a squirrel, with translucent wings that sparkled like dew in the morning sun. The sprite looked at Aria with wide, curious eyes and smiled. "Welcome, little wanderer," the sprite said in a voice that was both musical and kind. "I've been waiting for you." Aria was startled but not afraid. "Waiting for me?" she asked. The sprite nodded. "The forest has chosen you to hear its story, to carry its whispers back to the world beyond the trees. The secrets of the forest." The sprite beckoned Aria to follow, and together they entered the ancient tree. Inside, it was like stepping into another world. The walls shimmered with a soft golden light, and tiny, glowing creatures flitted about like living stars. The sprite led her to a circular chamber where a pool of crystal clear water reflected the starry sky. "This," said the sprite, "is the heart of the forest. It holds all the dreams, hopes, and secrets of the world." As Aria gazed into the pool, images began to appear. She saw animals of the forest living in harmony, trees growing tall and strong, and streams flowing with sparkling water. But then, the images changed. She saw forests disappearing, rivers drying up, and animals with nowhere to go. Her heart ached. "Why are you showing me this?" she asked. Because the sprite replied, "The forest needs a guardian. Someone who will carry its whispers to the world and remind people of its beauty and importance. You have a kind heart, Aria. Will you help us?" Without hesitation, Aria nodded. "I'll do whatever I can." The gift of the forest. The sprite smiled and held out a small, glowing seed. "This is a gift from the forest. Plant it in your village, and it will grow into a tree that will remind everyone of the magic and wisdom of nature." Aria took the seed and felt a warm, comforting energy radiating from it. "Thank you," she said. "I promise to take care of it." As the first rays of dawn began to pierce the darkness, the sprite led Aria back to the edge of the forest. "Remember," the sprite said, "the forest will always be with you, and its whispers will guide you." With that, the sprite vanished, leaving behind a trail of sparkling light. Conclusion: a new beginning. Aria returned to her village, her heart full of wonder and determination. She planted the seed in the center of the village, and over time, it grew into a magnificent tree with silver bark and golden leaves, just like the one in the forest. The villagers, inspired by its beauty, began to take better care of the land and each other. And as for Aria, she never forgot the whispers of the forest. She grew up to be a storyteller, sharing the magic and wisdom of the forest with anyone who would listen. And every night, as she looked out at the shimmering tree in the village square, she smiled, knowing that the forest's whispers would live on. So, dear listener, as you drift off to sleep, remember that the whispers of the forest are all around us, if only we take the time to listen. Good night, and sweet dreams.